Okay guys, so unfortunately Zoom attendees don't have the liberty to ask me anything during the discussion through voice. You can use, however, the chat feature of our Zoom in order for me to attend to your queries or whatever that may be. So our topic today is Listening Skills Enhancement 2.0. In the past, I just want to give you some insight. We used to have two listening skills enhancement lecturers, but we found that very outdated. We can actually just strike everything with just this lecture. So there's no need for two lessons anymore. This is just going to be your only major lecture for listening. So if you're going to miss this out, you will miss out on a lot. So I want to begin my discussion by saying that out of the 4 subtests in the IELTS, if you haven't had any understanding about how this examination works, people, you have 4 subtests. You have your listening, reading, and writing tests to be done in the morning. Mostly it falls on a Saturday. Again, it depends on when you want to take your test or where you want to take your test. If you want to take your exams in Tagaytay, it's up to you. If you want to take your exams in Pampanga, so be it. But the thing is, when you book your test, it could be March 7, it could be March 14. It will be completely up to you when you want to take it. And when you do take it, your listening test is the first test. Get it? Nakuha? Okay. Reading comes next. There will be no breaks in between listening and reading tests. So if you will be going to the bathroom to do your thing, kung ihi ka ng ihi, uminom ka ng maraming kape, uminom ka ng maraming tubig, mako-compromise ang time mo sa exam. And you also have another test coming up, writing. So listening, reading, writing happens in that order without any breaks in between. That is why when we do your mock, we always put emphasis on preparing yourself both physically and mentally. When you say physically, you are accustomed to the actual scenario, how you will take your test. Bakit di kami nagpapamak ng gabi? Putang ina, wala namang test ng gabi. Oh. So para kung alas 9 nagsisimula yun, alas 9 ka nagpa-practice, sana yung katawan mo adjusted siya. Gets? Okay? So the difficulty of our mock is not only on par with the actual test. So I will tell you this secret that we got our hands on the past examinations and we uploaded it on our website, our own website, which our CEO spent roughly 400,000 pesos just to imitate the UI of the website to make it similar to the actual exam. That's why pag nag-take ka ng exam, makikita mo, wala pala masyadong pinagkaiba, yung mock at yung exam. That's why when you get 6 here and your target is 7, your chances of getting 7 is not going to be guaranteed. So the score that you get during mock tests not only reflect how well you will perform on the test, but also what score you're likely going to get on the test itself, since they are the past examination questions which have the same difficulty of the actual test. That's why we are taking mock seriously. We're not playing here. Hindi tayo nagbabadi-badi lang dito, hindi tayo naglalaro. Okay? So, listening. At the end of the day, people, listen to me, look at me. At the end of the day, listening is listening. It's the easiest test. You cannot ask for anything. You can ask for this test to be any easier. Dahil ito na po ang pinakamadali sa kanilang dapat. So if you are thinking to yourself, putya, sabi ni sir, pinakamadali. Bakit naka 4 lang ako na isang araw? Bakit naka 3 lang ako kahapon? So simple. You don't know how to deal with the test yet. You're not built for the test yet. Simple lang. Alam niyo yung Super Mario na laro? Alam niyo? Okay. If you can remember when you played Super Mario when you were young, there were no instructions. You know, you need to go right. You need to hit your head on those question marks to get the power up. Are you getting the point? You need to get those coins. You need to get those stars. You need to get those power boosts. You learn through playing the game itself. As you progress, you become better. Tama ba? And the level become difficult. Are you getting the point? And the level become difficult. There are people na pagkagising nila sa umaga, pinasabak mo sa Super Mario, tapos nasa castle na sila, kaya nilang tapusin yan. Yun yung mga gifted individuals. May mga estudyante ko na chikahin ko ng konti, pagmakin mo ng isa, dalawang beses, nag-take ng exam, naka-perfect sa listening. Aminin na natin, meron talaga sa mundong ito na paborito ni Lord. Oh, at sila yon. Ikaw, di ka paborito. Di ba? Ikaw yung itinatakwil sa bahay nyo kasi mas maagali mo eh. Oh, walang may gusto sa'yo eh. Oh, if you are not talented, anong gagawin mo? Sabi nga, di ba? If you have no talent, work harder. Because hard work beats talent any day. Ikaw yung dapat nag-show up mas maaga. Ikaw yung dapat mas pursigitong mag-aral. Yung mga nakakakuha ng line of 7 sa school nila before, nung high school pa sila, elementary sila. Sila yung masisipag mag-scrub ng sahig. Diba? Sila yung masipag magtanim. Doon na sila babawi. Hindi ka matalino, sa ugali ka bumawi. Hindi ka matalino, sipsipan mo yung teacher. Punta ka sa ibang areas. So the idea is simple. You need to understand where you are. So sa Super Mario, from stage 1 to the end stage, nasaan ka doon? Ngayon. If you are at level 1, you don't have to be ashamed of it. Bakit? The game is built for you to begin at level 1. I had students na nag-start mag-mock 4 ang nakuhang score. Pero 9 nung nag-exam. Perfect. Bakit? Because the first stage should not define what you will become. The first stage is just one of the many learning experiences you have to acquire prior to the end stage. Your target score. Ultimately, hopefully, getting yourself a band 9. Diba? I am using Super Mario as an analogy. Kasi pucha, ang Super Mario, madaling laro yan. May talon, yung B, yung turbo, na pwede mong gamitin to grab those turtle shells. Yun lang controls to eh. Walang komplikasyon eh. Sino may PS5? Dito. Sino may Nintendo Switch? Taas kamay. Wala. Sino naglalaro ng computer games? Counter. Sino nakaranas mag-counter? Diba ang daming pipindutin? Yun yung reading. Sino nakaranas mag-Dota? Yun yung writing. Si Super Mario, si listening lang. Dahil madali lang si listening, bata lang pa eh. Again ha, baka sabihin na napakilabang na itong putang kailan to. Kanina pa sabi, madali, nakakapor lang kami. Madali naman talaga eh. Kumpara mo sa reading, madali naman talaga. Kumpara mo sa writing, napakadali ng listening. Kumpara mo sa speaking, madali si listening. So you have to tell yourself, there might be something wrong with me. That's why I'm not thinking the same way as Sir Kevin na madali si listening. There must be something wrong in what you're doing. If that's the case. That's why the lecture is here to tell you that those wrong things you're doing need to be done right. And I will tell you exactly what you have to do it right. Okay? Okay. So your test in the past, we only have the pen and paper based test. And for the pen and paper based exam, the test lasts for 40 minutes. Why 40? 30 minutes for you to listen, while 10 minutes is given for you just to transfer all the answers to an answer sheet, to a separate sheet of paper, one by one. So why 10 minutes? Because transferring those answers would take some time. Correct? Okay, if you do it one by one, number 1, A. Okay, number 2, coconut. Number 3, 4.3 centimeters. I get your point? It would take some time. Alright? That's why in the past, in the pen and paper based test, we are given 10 minutes, which is no longer practiced now in the computer based test. You will not be given this extra time. This is the first difference. You will not be given this 10-minute extra time just for you to transfer your answers from your test booklet to the answer sheet. Rather, you are given only 2 minutes. Not for you to transfer though, but for you to just check. This 2-minute time will be more than enough for you to look whether you have completed those 40 items in total. Remember, your class for today does not have any particular module required. If you are taking academic module, if you're taking general training module, if you're taking UKVI, if you're taking UKVI life skills, everyone will have to take the same listening test. Same audio recording, same questions, same set of sections, same everything. We are judged fairly in the listening test. So regardless of the module, the test will be the same. So, 2 minutes. Sabi nung isang student, na, Sir, pwede po kaya may scratch paper kami? Again, ito po yung mali Okay, uulitin ko lang po, sinasabi ko po sa inyo, marami po kasing matigas ang ulo na estudyante. Sobrang dami, sobra. At ako nabuburyo na. No? Kulit na rin ako sa kanila. Sasabihin ko, ang introduction ng academic writing task 1, 2 sentence. Kung pakikinggan nyo pa ulit-ulit, sino academic dito task naman? May pinost ako na lecture ng academic last Tuesday. Napanood nyo po yun? Hindi pa. Panood mo, sir? Last Tuesday, may in-upload ako na writing task 1. Napanood mo? Napanood mo? Hindi. Napanood mo na siya some other time. In the past. Napanood mo na siya dati. Paulit-ulit. Ako nga, nabubwisit pag naririnig ko yung boses ko dun. 2 sentence. Alam mo, parang nakikipag-usap sa mga kinder. 2 sentence, ha? Please, ako na nagmamakaw sa inyo. 2, 2, 2. Anong lingwahe pa maisip mo? Basta 2. 1, 2. Ako pa. Ano yung mga pinapanood mo na pambata? 1, 2. Ganun na. Talagang busit na ako sa sarili ko. Kasi puta na, bakit ko binababay sarili ko na ganito? Yung mga estudyante ko, mga professional. Pero hindi pa rin siya tumatalab Meron pa rin putang ina magsasubmit sa akin na 1 sentence. Ganun katitigas ang ulo ng mga estudyante. Ganun po silang kakukunat turuan. So hindi niyo po ako masisisi kung bakit paulit-ulit ako. Ang hirap ko minsan magtuloy-tuloy sa lecture. Nai-stall tayo sa ganitong session. Kasi may makakagets, may hindi. At gusto ko lahat tayo sabay-sabay. So may mga estudyante talagang napakatitigas ang ulo. So ito no? So sabihin ko lang po sa inyo, ito po ay mali. Okay? Ang sasabihin ko ay mali. Okay po, ano? Malinaw po tayo. Malinaw ba? Mali po itong sasabihin ni Sir Kevin. Ito daw po ay sample ng maling gawain. So hindi po ito tama. Okay, mali. Ito yung sasabihin ko ha. Nag-chat yung estudyante. Sabi niya, Sir, pwede po kaya na mag-scratch paper kami, which is mali, hindi dapat gawin, hindi tama, hindi dapat kailanman mangyari. At habang nagli-listen kami sa audio, ay sinusulat namin sa scratch yung mga sagot. Mali, hindi tama, wag tularan, wag dapat gawin. Uulitin ko ha. Tinanong niya yon. Sabi ko, sige, imaginein mo tong senaryo na to. Merong mga legendary performers sa main branch. Perfect score. 9 listening, 9 reading, 9 speaking, 9 writing. Overall band score, 9. Perfect. Walang bahid, walang problema. Okay? Okay. Try nating pagawa sa kanya yan. Try natin. Try nating ipagawa sa kanya. Yun. Okay? Oh, ganito. Simple lang. Simple pa natin. Meron akong answer key. Okay? Sa answer key na yon, nandun na yung 1 to 40 na answers. Tama lahat ha? 1 to 40. Tama po lahat. Nasa iyo na. Eto na. Nasa bulsa mo. Exam mo ngayon ha? Eto na yung answer key. Hindi mo na kailangan makinig. Itatype mo na lang. 2 minutes. Ililipat mo lahat ng nasa answer key. Papunta dun sa answer sheet. Dun, virtual. Ako nagsasabi sa'yo, baka di ka makakinse. Kung gagawin mo yan. Kaya madiin kong sinasabi, bawal pong mag-scratch paper pag listening. Although allowed, it will be your downfall. Trust me. Never, ever use a scratch paper in the listening test. Pucha, ang dami ko na naka-9 sa listening. Ang dami ko na naka-8 sa listening. Ang dami ko na naka-7 sa listening. Walang nag-i-scratch paper. Ano sa tingin mo, isa ka bang sugo ng kalangitan para baguhin ang rules na may mababago pag ikaw ang gumawa? Wala po. Sabi ko lang sa inyo na if you have the answers right now, legit, wala nang listening na magaganap. Nandun ka na sa transfer phase. Para mangyari yun, no? Sa ilalim, merong bar. Nandun yung 1 to 40. Kada click mo sa isang square, lalabas yung item 1. Nagigets po yan? Okay. Pag click mo sa 1, mapupunta ka dun sa question. Ita-type mo isa-isa dun para ma-upload sa virtual answer sheet kasi hindi editable yun. Again ha, I can describe, I can explain, I can tell you a story, but nothing beats the first-hand experience. That is why if you have some free time on a Tuesday, on a Thursday, come here at the branch to do the mock. If you can't come here at the branch to do the mock, please send us a message so we can think of a compromise how to do this. Okay? Okay. So, malinaw na po ang sitwasyon. Iba si pen and paper based at computer based. Kung ikaw po ay isang estudyante na pag nag-listening, hindi mo kayang makisabay na nagtatype. Okay pa? Hindi mo kayang makisabay na nagtatype ka. Hindi mo kayang makisabay na habang nagli-listen ka, may pinipress-press ka, ang daming nangyayari. Mas gusto mo na handwritten yon. May pen and paper based pa rin po tayo. Pero huwag kang papahuli kasi hanggang ngayong taon na lang po yun. 2026. Wala na po siya next year. Phase out na siya completely. Okay? Malaya po kayong gawin yan. Kung para dun ka talaga, para dun ka. Wala tayong problema. But the computer-based test is actually more efficient. Because i-click-click mo lang sila, automatically updated na yung ano mo yung virtual answer sheet Mamaya papakita ko sa inyo kung paano. Okay? So, and 24 hours lang, may results na. Alam mo na agad. Unlike pen and paper based, 15 days. 15 calendar days. So, if you took the test on the 7th, bukas, plus 15, it's going to be March 22 pa ang results mo. Okay? Even though your test now is different, both tests for pen and paper based and computer based tests require you to listen to a recording only once. Hindi po yan pwedeng ulitin. That's why you have to act quick. Okay? You have to act fast. You have to have this sense of urgency. Madalian ang lahat. Sometimes they will flood you with answers one after another. Nakakaisang sentence sila, 3 sagot na pala yung nabanggit. So you have to think and listen quickly and act swiftly. So our rules, number 1 is listen intently. Your intention is to get as many answers as you possibly can. To get as many clues as you possibly can. Follow the example. Many people encounter problems with their listening test because of the examples. And please don't fall asleep. You have to prepare yourself both physically and mentally. When you say physically, you need to get enough sleep before the test. Huwag ka magpupuyat. Agahan mo ang pasok sa exam. So, colored papers, para sa pen and paper po ito. Ganito po ang itsura ng inyong answer sheet. Na? So, sir, ano ba ang difference ng computer-based at pen and paper-based? What do I need to know about the computer-based test? Diba hindi mo narinig yung answer for number 17 and your time is up. You have 2 minutes to check your work. So bumalik ka dito kay 17, kinilik mo siya. Ano kaya ang possible na answer dito kay 17? Sabi mo. So we have girls accommodation right here. We have boys accommodation right here. Ano kaya ang possible na answer? Cookery room kaya siya? Diba? We're trying to do it in order. Games room kaya siya? Well, siguro kung ako magde-design nito, hindi ko ilalagay yung games room sa tabi ng boys accommodation. Ang gagawin niya, puro paglalaro lang. Nagigets niya? So we're doing a hypothetical guess. Kitchen. Oh, baka magkasunugan. Malayo sila sa exit. Kasi kitchen ang madalas sumasabog eh, di ba? So, hindi ko lalagay dyan. Pottery room, parang it doesn't make sense. Kasi kung magpa-pottery room, at may sagot na akong pottery room dito sa 19, for example, katabi niya yung art room, yung craft room. Di ba? Nagigets po yan. Yan. Sports complex, complex nga eh, so dapat malaki. Dito ko lalagay yun, yung sports complex. So, ang natitira na lang is staff accommodation. I think, pwede. Kasi, dito yung girls accommodation, dito yung boys accommodation. Kung dito rin yung staff accommodation, mababantayan niya yung boys and girls. So, ang sagot ko dyan ay staff accommodation. Again ha, wala po ako narinig na audio, ako po ay nanghula lang. At yung panghuhula ko ay may katuturan. Hindi lang basta-basta, upo. O saan ang galing yun? Sampalok, saan ang galing yun, di ba? So the perfect score is 40 out of 40. Actually, pwede ka magmali ng isa dyan, perfect ka pa rin. 39 to 40 is the perfect score. Band 9. At guys, sa lahat ng subtests ha, listening, reading, writing, speaking, yan ang pinaka-achievable. Makakuha ng 9 sa listening. Napaka-common yan. May mga estudyante ko na 9 listening, 8 reading, 7 speaking, 6 writing. Ganun po ang common na score. Talaga na-perfect yan. Madaling ma-perfect yan. More than, I think, for the 7,500 students I was able to coach, mga 30% naka-9. Mga around 1,500 to 2,000 people nakakuha ng 9. Ganun pong kadali maka-9 sa listening. So even without review, our national band score in the Philippines is band 7. So ibig sabihin, kahit wala palang review, nakaka-7 ang mga nagtitake ng exam dito. Basta, kasagutan mo lahat. Ganun lang naman ang kasimple. So we have the listening exam stages. We have before, during, and after. So we have the exam content. Your exam, by the way, progresses in its difficulty level. Your most difficult questions are on the last part of the test. So the first few questions, first 20 items are considered easier due to the following. Number 1, their content is socially linked. They are socially relevant. Ibig sabihin po, most probably, even yourself, you were able to encounter such circumstances. Meron ako na-encounter dito na nagbebenta ng motor. So, binibenta niya yung motor niya. Siyempre, tinatanong, kailan mo ito nabili? Pang ilang may-ari ka na? Magkano mo bebenta? May mga modifications ka bang binago? Diba? Anong kulay na to dati? Pinalitan mo ba? Na-i-rehistro mo ba to? Ganun lang naman yung mga tanungan. So, may isang instance din, nag-i-inquire sa hotel. Magbubook sila ng hotel. Tinatanong, saan malalapit ito? May mga park ba akong pwedeng ma-visit? Malapit ba ito sa beach? Nag-i-inquire sa cycling club. Ano ba akong mag-join dyan? Ano bang minimum requirement para makapag-join sa cycling club nyo? Magkano ba? Dapat ba may sarili akong bike o nagpaparenta kayo? So, ang section 1, dalawa yan. May isang nag-a-ask ng information at may isang nagsusupply ng information. That's why any important information you would acquire is potentially an answer. Color, location, name, amount, time, date, lahat yan importante. And you don't have to worry about policy numbers. For example, policy number, student number, ini-spell out naman nila yan. AE 39001. That is AE 39001. Kasabihin nilang ganun. Section 2, isa na lang po ang magsasalita. This is going to be a monologue of a person giving an informational talk. So, madalas po, actually, if tatanungin niyo ako, ang pinakamahirap na part ng exam is map. Map po ang pinakamahirap. And yung map, madalas lumalabas yan sa section 2. Bakit? May isang nagbibigay ng directions, sumusunod ka lang. Turn left, turn right, on the corner of, besides, adjacent to, above, on top of. Ganun lang po siyang kasimple. Section 3, and madami na. Kanina nakita niyo, di ba, si Mary Brown, si Anna, ang dami nila, di ba? 6 nata na characters. Hanggang 4, hanggang 5, nag-uusap-usap sila, sometimes sabay-sabay. So, minsan nakakalimutan mo, sino na ba dito si Mary Brown? Sino na ba dito si John? Sino na ba dito si Joseph? Di ba? Tapos sa section 4, by the way, dagdag ko na din, kaya po mahirap si sections 3 and 4. Because mostly, your answers required in sections 3 or 4 are either adjectives, adverbs, or verbs. And when you say adjectives, adverbs, or verbs, they will require their own different forms. So, anong problema kung adjective or adverb ang sasagot mo sa 3 and 4? Particularly sa 4, ha? Nakalagay, for example, be blank. Okay? So, ang sabi dyan sa narinig mo na audio, we need to prepare the food for tomorrow. Tapos, ang sabi dito sa question, food must be blank. So, ang narinig mo, prepare. So, ang sagot mo ay prepare. O, mali siya. Kasi according dun sa requirement, okay, may be verb ka in front of your answer, definitely, dapat naka-past participle si prepare. Ikaw ang magkakaroon ng minor adjustments na gano'n. At siguro 3-4 na beses mo yung gagawin sa section 3 and 4. Kaya siya mahirap. You have to be the one to change the verb tense, the verb form, the adjective and adverb form to suit the requirements of the sentence within the question. Hindi kung paano mo lang siya narinig, basta-basta, yun na agad ang sagot. You have to make some compromise so that the verb form, the verb tense, the adjective, the adverb will fit the requirement doon sa sentence structure needed sa question mo. Clear? O, saan po namin matututulan yun? Elementary pa lang, tinuturo na yan eh. O again ha, review center po kami, hindi po namin kayo sinisisi. Bakit? Kasi uma-absent ka nung elementary ka, kaya may grammar, may vocabulary lessons din po tayo. Conducted by Ma'am Shannon. Okay? Question so far. May tanong? Wala, are you sure? Sure? Okay. So next, Exam content, accent could also be a problem. Actually, you have two barriers to listening. One is speed, another is accent. Kung tatanungin nyo ako, no? Sabi cellphone ko. Kung tatanungin nyo ako, we can't do anything with speed. Wala na po tayo magagawa sa speed. Actually, ang bagal-bagal na nga ng listening. Sobrang bagal niya. Totoo. Okay, sample lang ko kayo ha ng isang listening audio. Sabihin nyo sa akin kung mabilis yun.
Test 4. Okay, your chocolate sounds fine. We should get something for the baby too. What do you think?
Yes, you're right. What do you think of something like baby shampoo or talcum powder?
Or we could get a little hat or something like that.
We don't know the size or the right color, do we?
I think we should get something they wouldn't normally buy. What
I
about
think,
soft?
di ba, ang bagal na nila magsalita eh. Hindi siya mabilis eh. They actually made sure to lower down the rate of their speech in order for you to catch those answers easily. Kaya wala na po tayo magagawa sa speed. Sa accent, this is another problem. Why? Because not everyone is knowledgeable with those accents, with those variations. Diba? With talcum powder. Diba? Yung powder. That's how they pronounce it in the British accent. Diba? American accent, this is what we normally encounter on a daily basis because Philippines used to be an American colony for quite some time, and we listen to American songs. Diba? Sa mga pop songs, sino mga pinapakinggan nyo? Sa mga rappers, sila Eminem, sila Chris Brown. Sa mga singers na pop ngayon, sila Taylor Swift, sila Sabrina Carpenter. Diba? Sa mga Hollywood, sino mga pinapanood nyo? Mga shows na pinapanood nyo sa Netflix, mga naka-American accent halos lahat yan. Unless Bridgerton, di ba? Mga naka-British accent yan. Okay? So dito naman sa British accent, sanay din tayo dyan. Harry Potter, pinapanood natin. One Direction, mga British ano yan. Si Mr. Bean, Brit din yan. Sino pa? Mga British personages, Ed Sheeran, di ba? Queen, mga lumang banda, The Beatles. Okay? The Script, Brit din yan. Nakuha? Si Adele. Nakuha po. Alright? So Australia, naku po, for those who are cursed. Wala na po tayong usapan. Pag Australian accent ang na-encounter mo, di ka talaga favorite ni Lord. Lord, bakit ako pa? Ba't di na lang yung kaaway ko naka-encounter? Kahit sa kaaway mo, hindi mo hihilingin to eh. Itong Australian accent, kahit talagang kaaway mo siya, hindi mo hihilingin na ma-encounter niya ang Australian accent sa listening niya. Bakit? Papaliwanag ko. Isa-isa. Ito po ang sample ng American accent.
Please call Stella, ask her to bring these things with her from the store. 6 spoons of fresh snow peas, 5 thick slabs of blue cheese, and maybe a snack for her brother Bob. We also need a small plastic snake and a big toy frog for the kids. She will scoop these things up into 3 red bags, and we will go meet her Wednesday at the train station.
Okay, so it's completely understandable. One thing is that, again, as Filipinos, we're accustomed to the American accent. So please call Stella, ask her to bring these things with her from the store. It's a very usual thing that we hear. Okay, so this is actually a study conducted by one of the universities in United States where they asked people from various descent. Talaga nag-ikot sila. Nagpunta sila ng Africa, nagpunta sila ng Alaska, ng Russia, lahat ng bansa. Even sa Philippines, may dalawa tayong entry dito from Quezon City and from Cebu. So, yung English from Quezon City, how is it different from English in Cebu? Yan, binanggit nila. Please all tell us, ask her to read these things with her from the store so that they can see the variations in people's accent. Bakit ito yung ginamit nilang paragraph? Because virtually, lahat po ng phonetic alphabet nandito. Virtually, lahat ng phonetic alphabet nandito na. Nagkakaintindihan? Short E sound, long E sound, S sound, Z sound, nandyan na lahat. Kaya yan po yung paragraph na ginamit nila. Okay? May X ba dyan? 6 spoons of fresh snow peas, 5 thick slabs of blue cheese, and maybe a snack for brother Bob. So American accent, we can all agree, if we encounter American accent, it's a good day. Because American accent is easy to understand. Mahirap lang siyang sundan kasi American accent is faster. Because ang American accent po is a lazy speech. Mga lazy speakers yan. Lalo pag narinig mo, mga idol mo sa NBA, di ba? In-interview sila, Durant, sila Curry, sila LeBron. Grab some rebounds, yeah. Ganun lang sila magsalita, kinakain nila salita. Literally, they eat words. They will pronounce certain as certain. Carton as carton. Curtain, curtain. Mountain, mountain. Literal, mountain. Kinain talaga nila yung 10 for mountain. Oh, they eat those syllables. Kasi tamad sila magsalita. Sila nag-invento ng mga wanna, gonna, yeah, cause, mga slangs, mga short terms. Sila nag-invento niyan. Kasi nga tamad po ang mga Americans magsalita. They are lazy speakers. Sa British accent, pakinggan.
Please call Stella.
Diba, umpisa pa lang, please call Stella. Ang bagal na. Kaya mas gusto natin si British accent because it's easy to follow. Again.
Please call Stella. Ask her to bring these things with her from the store. 6 spoons of fresh snow peas, 5 thick slabs of blue cheese, and maybe a snack for her brother Bob. We also need a small plastic snake and a big toy frog for the kids. She can scoop these things into 3 red bags and we will go meet her Wednesday at the train station.
And we'll go meet her Wednesday. We also need a small plastic snake and a big toy frog for the kids. Full. Wala lang yung R. Pero understandable? Naiintindihan? Tama ba? Madaling sundan? Tama po? Okay. So ngayon, ito po si Australian accent. Same paragraph, same words.
Please call Stella. Ask her to bring these things with her from the store. 6 spoons of fresh snow peas, 5 thick slabs of blue cheese, and maybe a snack for her brother Bob. We also need a small plastic snake and a big toy frog for the kids. She can scoop these things into 3 red bags, and we'll go meet her Wednesday at the train station.
Yeah. Parehas lang, diba? Pero differently pronounced. That is the crazy thing about Australian accent. Mga 20% hit rate yan. Ibig sabihin, kung meron kaming 8 upuan dito, may isang malas. May isang mamalasin dyan na makakatanggap ng Australian accent. Kaya ang mga mahalagang gawin, bago mag-exam, magdasal, magsuot ng mga luck colors, magbasa ng horoscope, ano ba dapat mong gawin? Kailangan mong maglagay ng laurel sa bulsa, maglagay ng piso sa sapatos. Diba? Actually, my wife's cousin, she married an Australian national. At sa buong pamilya nila, ako lang halos nakikipag-usap. Hey, Cam, why do you live? Kasi nagbubuhat din siya. Oh, I'm doing 135 right now on the bench. Diba? Nagkakaintindihan kami. Eh sila, ano sabi nito? Diba? Ask her to bring these things with her from the store. 6 spoons of fresh snow peas, 5 thick slabs of blue cheese, and maybe a snack for brother Bob. We also need a small plastic snake and a big toy frog for the kid. Kaya sila magsalita. Diba? Ang tawag kasi doon, vowel shift. Yung simpleng October, Ang pronunciation nila dyan, oy toy ba? Oy boy, Kevin! Oy toy ba, noy? Noy, noy, noy. Ganun sila magsalita. October 9, 1999. Diba? Sabi, October, oy toy ba? Noy, 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 noy. What about you? I'm August. August tree. Ganun sila mag-usap eh. Oh, tawa-tawa ka. Pag sa'yo natapat ka, good luck. Oh. Pagtatawa ng yung sarili mo doon. Diba? That's how they pronounce those words. Kaya po, magdasal. No? Kung anong relihiyon mo, manalig ka. Okay? Sana po, Lord, huwag niyo po akong i-adya sa Australian accent. Okay? We have multiple choice. Madali lang si multiple choice. Kaya, baguhin ko nga tong setting ng aking bass treble. Masyadong... Hinaan ko lang. Para di mag-feedback. Hello. Yan. So, sample lang po ito.
Section 3. Listen to a female student, Amina, talking to her tutor, Dr. Bryson, about her project on local history. Amina has completed a first draft of the project. First, you have some time to look at questions 21 to 26.
Okay, pag sinabing look at questions, you have to look for keywords. Pag sinabi project, local blank. So, i-imaginein mo na, local school kaya to, local hospital kaya to, local factory. Ibig sabihin, around the area lang, sabihin ng local. Particularly like introduction, first chapter, middle section. So, you have to wait for those clues later. Surprise because, bakit kaya nagulat si Amina? Dahil she thought it was bad?
Now listen carefully
Was
to
able
the
to
first
finish
part of
it
the
quickly?
discussion and answer
Found it
questions
difficult to do.
21 to 26.
So, we'll wait for the clues.
Well, Amina, thanks for letting me have your draft in such good time.
Oh, that's all right. I was just very anxious to hear what you think of it. You can see that I decided to change the topic. I had been interested in looking at Bering's factory.
Oh, I think the hospital was a much better choice. In fact, well, I have to say that I thought it was good.
Oh.
There's still lots of work to be done,
Oh, yes, of course.
but there's plenty of good ideas. It opens well, and the first chapter is fine, but the middle section really stood out for me. Most interesting.
That's amazing, because I really didn't find it a bit easy to write.
How long did you work on the whole thing?
Well, I spent about 2 or 3 weeks reading and doing general research, and then I dashed the writing off very quickly. So about 4 weeks in all.
Well, that's about par for the course. You've got a while yet to make the changes.
Oh, right. No problem.
Right, let's have a look at my notes here. Okay, starting with section headings. The broad divisions are good, but you'll have to read.
Alright. So, ano nangyari? Bakit ang sagot ko ay C? Bakit ang sagot ko ay B? So, I was looking at Bering's factory. No, I think the hospital is a much better choice, which means that Amina's project no longer is a factory, but is the hospital right now. Pinalitan niya. Now, sabi niya sa introduction, it opens well. Sabi naman niya sa first chapter is fine. But ang sabi niya sa C, but the middle section, nag-pause siya, really stood out well for me. Most interesting. So ano nagustuhan ni Dr. Bryson? Yung A, yung B, o yung C? Yung C. Amina was, oh, is that so? Because I didn't find it easy to write. Yun yung kabaliktaran ng found it difficult to do. Kaya nilagay ko dyan, which means opposite. Okay? So, ganun po ang pagsagot sa multiple choice. Hello? Yeah. Wala, hindi ko na alam. Okay, so that is how you do your multiple choice questions. Maps. So map naman tayo.
Well, here we are at the top
We
of the
are.
tower.
That's
And we're
what
going to
the-
look at the view from each direction.
Okay.
Out to the east,
East,
the large
back.
buildings about a kilometre away are on the Olympic site. There's an indoor arena for gymnastics,
Okay.
a stadium for track and field, and a swimming pool for races and synchronised swimming, and also diving. If you look carefully down there, you can see the train lines. The Olympic site has its own station to encourage the use of public transport. There is also a car park, but it only holds a limited number of cars. The formal park has some specially created water features. If you look out here to the south, you can see a circular ornamental pond. And around to the west, you can relax and sit on a bench to smell the flowers in the rose garden. And finally, up to the north, if you look in front of you now, there's a lake with a small island in the centre. You can hire rowing boats at the boat shed, which you can't see from here. But if you look through the trees, you can see the cafe, which has lovely views across the water. OK, let's climb down now. We will go now and have a look at the nature reserve section of the park, which has opened up natural wetland to the public.
Okay, so ganun po yung nangyari. Ang tawag po sa ganong type of map is that you have an original reference point. Ibig sabihin, nasa tower kayo, lumilingon lang kayo pa ikot-ikot. Okay? Meron din pong tour type or dito na tayo sa part na to, makikita niyo sa kaliwa, nandun yung mga butterflies. Dito sa ating aviary naman, nandito yung mga parrots, nandito yung blue macaque, makikita natin yan. Pag dumiretso tayo, nandun yung mga pandas. No? So, yun naman, tinetrace niyo siya. Okay, tinetrace. Kaya naman, ang suggestion ko dyan, pag-exam, or nagpa-practice kayo ng map, yung mata, nakatingin sa map, yung kaliwang daliri, kaliwang kamay, nakaturo sa monitor, itong mouse, naka-ready, type. Okay pa? So, use your finger to follow. Hindi po nagkakamali yan. Okay? So, ang sabi niya dito, east, out here to the east, andun siya sa right side. Meron naman po tayong compass dito. So kung wala kang compass, lagi mong tatandaan ang north taas, ang south baba, yung West Philippine Sea kung saan nag-aaway-aaway yung mga China at saka Philippines sa kaliwang side. So yung opposite nun yung east. Okay, doon kasi ako madalas nalilito eh. So, you have your indoor arena, stadium, swimming pool, train lines, you have your car park. Basically, wala naman naka-indicate. Ibig sabihin, blanco to. So, yun siguro yung car park. Okay? Then, baba daw tayo from tower, pond naman. Then from tower, sa west, may mga bench, maliliit siya. And then may circular ornamental pond. No, hindi pala. Surrounding the benches, you can smell the flowers in the rose garden. So, ito nakapalibot sa bench na yun yung rose garden. Then balik ulit tayo sa reference point, may lake tayo sa north, may rowing boats daw na pwede nating i-hire, pero hindi natin makikita. Bakit? Naka-block ng trees eh. Ito yung mga trees, di mo siya kita dyan. No? But if you look through the trees, pag sinabing through, sa pagitan ng mga puno, may puno dito, may puno dito, may puno pa nga din dyan, you can see the cafe. So, ito yung cafe sa number 17. Nakuha. So, ganun po ang map. No? So, sa spelling, you have to be careful. Ang goal natin sa spelling is you make sure your spelling is uniform. If you begin with, for a particular part ha, hindi ko sinasabing for throughout the entire exam. Kung naka-American ka, kasi again, people, look at me. American spelling is the international spelling. Hindi naman po ang spelling ng gulong na English tire eh. Ito po ay nag-i-exist lang sa UK. Sa kanila lang yan applicable. Pero sa buong mundo, except the UK, the spelling of tire or gulong is this. Nagkakaintindihan. The spelling of color in the UK is this. Whereas the actual international acclaimed spelling or even the spelling that we know of is this. Nagkakaintindihan? So please, wag niyo pong gayahin ang British spelling na hindi dahil sa UK ako pupunta, dapat puro British spelling yan. Hindi. Okay? Gamitin mo yung spelling na mas alam mo. Eh kung mag-British spelling ka, you have to make sure that you will stick through the British spelling all throughout. Okay? Alright. All caps are accepted. Actually, suggestion ko nga, kapag nag-listening ka, nag-reading ka, ang choices mo, let's say, letter A, hindi mo siya i-click, isusulat mo siya talaga. Pag nilagay mo siya sa answer mo sa test booklet, capitalize mo siya. No? Capitalize lahat. Bakit? Kasi, for example, sinulat mo yung salitang St. Peter's Square. Ito yung tamang sagot. Ito ang nilagay mo na sagot. Mali ka na dahil hindi mo kinapitalize yung P ng Peter at yung S ng square. Pero kung naka-all caps yan, walang talo. Okay? Tabla yan. So, mag-all caps ka. Kahit po, sir, ang choices ay hindi, yes, all caps pa rin. Suggestion ko yan. Listening at reading. Never in writing. Because writing, your grammar is also being assessed. Okay pa? Alright. Tenses, yung mga be verb, make sure na past participle siya. Or, sometimes, hindi naman siya past participle, ano? Pwede ring present participle. Basta yung be, ang kasunod niya dapat ay modifier. No? So, for example, be observed. Be eating. Is, are, am, was, were, has, have, had. Yun yung mga be verb. Has been. Is being. To show activity naman yun. No? Singular, plural. So, subject-verb agreement. Look at those subject-verb agreement. So, kapag binanggit yung year, naturally, kailangan mo siyang include. No? Pero kung wala namang binanggit na year, any format would do. So, sinabi niya, January 12. 12 January. Ang sagot mo ay 12 of January. Pwede rin. Okay? Walang mali sa tatlo na yan. The problem is, paano ko nakalagay? Write no more than 2 words. Si 12 of January ay mali. Eliminated yan. Kasi 12 is one unit, considered as a word, of, and then January. Ano pa? Naka-indicate doon sa question kanina. Teka, merong binigay na table. Pakita ko lang para makita nyo talaga siya directly. So sa table, nakalagay po dyan yung matches between between the Blue Dragons match list. Ito yung mga magiging kalaban nila, no? So, dito sa side na to, ang kalaban nila ay, let's say, Red Rhinos. Dito naman sa side na to, ang kalaban nila ay Yellow Monkeys. So, dito naman na to, magkalaban nila si Yellow Monkeys. Pakita natin yung linya. Ay, pucha, pangit. Yan. So, dito yung date. Ito yung venue. So, nakalagay dito sa date, 9 Sept. Nakalagay sa venue, blank. So, yun yung question number 11, for example. And then, dito naman sa question 12, yung date naman yung hinahanap. Dito naman sa venue, nilagay yung venue. This is British Sports Center. Yan. Kakaintindihan? So, So sabi dyan, okay, the Blue Dragons will have its first match against the Red Rhinos on September 9 at the British Sports Center. So ang sagot mo, ilagay mo dyan, ay British Sports Center. Tingnan nyo pong maigi ha. The day after that, on the 10th of September, sinulat mo talaga, 10th of September, yan ang sagot mo, no? For item number 12, they will have a match against Yellow Monkeys on the same venue, British Sports Center. Yan. So, tingnan nyo po mabuti. Ang sagot mo, sa 11 ay British Sports Center, mali. Ang sagot mo sa number 12, 10th of September, mali. Kasi, ito po yung tinatawag natin na format of the example given. You just have to follow their format. So, si British Sports Center, bakit siya nagkamali? Ito yung spelling ng center, hindi mo siya kinopya. Sir, akala ko ba we have to use the American spelling? Unless there is a format in the example given na kokopyahin mo na lang, hindi mo pa ginawa. Okay? Sir, bakit hindi pwedeng ganito? Ganyan. Kasi British American. Yun yung pangalan niya. Diba? Yun yung pangalan ng Walmart versus sa Walter Mart. May ter yung isa, wala yung isa. Yun yung spelling nila talaga Yun yung trade name na tinatawag Hindi natin pwedeng baguhin yun na ang ating magiging excuse ay British and American spelling. There's a format of the example given. Sir, akala ko ba bawal mag-shortcut? Tapos ang gusto mong mangyari, ang sagot namin dito ay 10 sept. Tama ba, sir? Yeah, 10 sept. Yan ang tama. Bakit? May format ka Kung paano dapat isulat si September nakalagay na ganun, kukopyahin mo lang siya. Kaya may mga ganyan na papuntos-puntos na isang ganyan. Kung pagsasama-samahin mo yan, malaking kaltas yan sa score mo. Sayang din mga papiso-piso na yan. So you have to be extra careful. Ano? So sir, ano ba talaga ibig sabihin ng write no more than 3 words and or a number? Well, halimbawa, ang sagot mo ay AE 39001. Sir, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 number yan. Paano ko gagawing 1 number yan? Actually, as a whole, it's considered 1 unit. Kung ang nakalagay, write no more than 3 words, si AE 39001, ito yung format na isa. Ang sagot ni ma'am is AE-39001. Ang sagot ni sir ay AE, walang space, walang hyphen, 39001. It doesn't matter whether there are spaces, hyphens, between those letters and numbers. What matters is the order in which those letters and numbers occur. So meaning, kung ang sagot mo is AE 39002, may space, hyphen, o hindi man yan, yan ang mali. Kasi yung format niya ang mistake. Yung pagkakasunod-sunod ng number. No? So, kung write no more than 1 word, makakount to as a word, 1, makakount to as 1 unit. Etong AE 39001 na to, mali. Ito ding may space, mali. So, ang tama, kung write no more than 1 word, is itong magkakadikit. Malinaw. Ulitin natin. Paano kung ang sagot mo? January 23 to January 25. Nakalagay, write no more than 3 words. Pinilang mo, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Lagot, 5 words. Paano ko gagawing 3 words yan? Yung 2, gawin mong hyphen. Dahil ang hyphen ay symbol at hindi word. Pangalawa, remove mo yung repetition. So, ang sagot mo lang, January 23-25, pasok yan sa write no more than 3 words. So, ang sagot mo is a big, red, juicy apple. Sabi mo, hala, write no more than 3 words. Anong unang tatanggalin? Article. Yung mga a, mga an, mga the, mga his, her. Ang sagot lang dapat is write no more than 1 word. Ang sagot mo, his jacket. Tanggalin mo si his, jacket lang ang sagot. Okay? So, sir, paano to? 4 pa rin yan. Big, red, juicy apple. Mamili ka ngayon. Anong mga adjective ang kailangan matira? Yung bang big, kailangan siyang mag-stay dito? Yes, because a big determines the size. Pwedeng ang apple mo ay small, medium, big. So, yung big, magsistay yan. Yung red, yes, may yellow ka, may green ka, may brown, kung bulok na, may black, kung talagang bulok na. So, yung red, magsistay yan. Yung juicy, kahit wala na yan. So, big red apple, yun na lang ang sagot mo. Right? No more than 3 words, pasok siya sa requirement. Kuha. Okay.
No.
Okay. Pakita tayo ng some samples. So we have Arlene, Caroline, Marvin, Rhea, Ronilyn, Ryan, and Zara as our attendees for today. Magbe-break lang po tayo for like 5 minutes. I-ready ko lang yung magiging sample practice test ko. 10 items lang siguro. Para makita nyo kung paano ako sumasagot ng answers live. Okay?